everybody. This is the first episode of News on the Spectrum. And just a disclaimer, if you hear piano music playing in the background, it's not me, it's my neighbor decided to become a Liberace on this Sunday. So my name is Martin Kay. I'm a comedian out of Poland. I do stand up in English. Why I'm doing stand up in English, not in Polish? Well, it's very simple because for some fucked up reason, I had better grades from English classes than I got better grades from Polish classes. That's right, exactly. So the podcast is going to be about funny news from every country. Today episode is Poland because well I'm from Poland and it's kind of hard to emigrate these days. But yeah, today is going to be from Poland, right? And also I really hope the news is going to be funny because today I asked ChatGPT to give me some example of funny news from Poland, and the first result was Pitbull killing a child. That's right, people killing a child. This is why I'm kind of worried about artificial intelligence dominating, because if that shit is funny for them, shit, we are fucked. We are fucked. I just went with this shit like Senator Davis in The Wire. Shout out to The Wire, of course. And that's right. So the podcast is gonna be. I'm gonna start with what do I know about the country, some major exports, the capital, some fun facts, this kind of stuff. So let's go. So today it's going to be Poland. So Poland is a country in Eastern Europe or in Central Europe if you have low self-esteem. That's right. If you have low self-esteem, your geographical location is a big of a bit of a problem, I would say. The president of the country is Andrzej Duda, and I'm kind of proud of this fella. That's why I said it. I'm proud of Andrzej Duda because Poland, as every low self-esteem country, we do like copy stuff from United States, their music, their art, their culture. But finally, United States copied something from us. That's right, a president without his own opinion. Yeah, also probably better English, even worse than mine. Oh yeah, by the way, I started doing stand up in English to improve my English. And now after like 3 years, I speak in broken Polish and broken English, so kind of backfired, I would say. Capital of Poland is Warsaw. It's a city of like 2-3 million, which is nice. Warsaw nowadays is very nice. Back in the days, it wasn't. There was a lot of crime on the street. But thankfully, after joining European Union, we sent all the thieves and drug dealers to UK, and now Poland is nice. London, Warsaw is nice, but London, not so much, I would say. Please do not send them back, though. Please do not send them back. Um, Also, the case is like very often, like foreigners living in Warsaw, they're very often saying the same thing, like, "Oh, Poland is very nice. Polish people are complaining all the time," and they are living Warsaw and they go like, "Ah, yeah, now I get it." Not banging on other cities. I just like Warsaw. Also, I like Gdańsk, Wrocław, this kind of cities. Poznan is very nice, right? Fun fact about Poland: recently it was discovered that Jack the Ripper. That's right. Jack the Ripper was Polish. That's right. Was Polish. So basically, Jack the Ripper was a trendsetter. He was doing Polish people things in UK even before the European Union. That's right. So the main export of Polish nation are raspberries, apples, and Polish women from small towns on Erasmus. That's right. Poland revolutionized the game, right? Because back in the days when you were a sex tourist, right, like from United States or UK, right, you have to spend a lot of money to be a sex tourist, right? You have to go to Thailand or Colombia, plan a trip, book a hotel, right? Now, thankfully, Poland is like sex tourism DPD. We're sending small town Polish women to Erasmus without any delivery fee. That's right, sex tourism DHL or FedEx. I do believe this comment will get me cancelled, but thankfully I'm not from cancelable country because also nobody knows what the word cancel means. We think it's only in computer games. Okay, so let's go with the news. First news is grenade launcher. That's right, our chief officer he got himself a grenade launcher and decided to use it in the office. That's right. From all the things in the world, right? All the places in the world, right? You could do it in your house. You could do it on the playground. You could do it in the woods. Nah, he decided to show off to his fucking employees. I'm pretty sure they didn't get a raise, despite getting their ass blown off. Oh, by the way, the guy survived. The guy survived, and grenade launcher is a fucking crazy thing if you think about it, because who gives you a grenade launcher? Apparently Ukrainians, but yeah, but still, it's a fucking strange gift. I'm pretty sure the guy was like this old father of everyone. Someone said like, "Yeah, could you please not fucking touch the trigger of the grenade launcher?" And he was like, "Shut up! I know what I'm doing." Well, oh, I don't know. Maybe he was suicidal and really didn't like his office, so he decided to destroy both of those things at once. I don't know. Fuck IKEA, I guess, or I don't know. What's Duca? Yeah, Yisk. Yeah, fuck those furniture stores, man. Other portion of news: Jesse Eisenberg, famous actor. He starred in the movie about cards. That's right. I have no idea what's the title of the movie. I just don't. I do not keep the track of it. I just know it was about cards. It was probably called like a poker or fucking blackjack, or I don't know. Why Will Smith probably start there too. Anyway, so Jesse Eisenberg, he received a Polish citizenship. That's right, he applied for Polish citizenship because obviously he felt a huge connection with our country and he had some ancestors, right? And that was the reason why he got himself a Polish citizenship. Not because Polish passport is European Union passport and he can travel without any restrictions throughout European Union. And what happened after like receiving this fucking citizenship is Poland announced that we're gonna have a mandatory army services. That's right. So Jesse Eisenberg could be potentially drafted. That's right, because he's Polish, right? And also, he already kind of have a face like he was already in a war, some sort of war, like a civil war. So yeah, keep in mind that your Polish fucking ancestry could bring you some trouble. Yeah, Liberace, Jesse Eisenberg, those are the people with like Polish ancestors. Can you imagine a fucking army team with Jesse Eisenberg and Liberace, American Jew and a gay dude? Shit, they would beat all the allegations. That's right, all the allegations. Probably like sign a NBA player or some shit. That's right. And now is the time for news from Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia still doesn't exist. Okay, so now is the time for the second part of the podcast. Again, more funny news. I hope you died laughing. I know, actually, I don't wish death upon anyone, especially my listeners, which includes like probably one person who I've sent the link to the podcast. Okay, so what's happened? What happened was like a couple of months ago, we had like a terrible floods in Poland. That's right, because people decided to build in the places where, in general, there is flooding. Yeah, because fuck them. The house is cheap, and it's not our fault that I build a house in a place where there's a flood almost every fucking year, right? Yeah, so we did had like an action, like sending things to people who are like victims of this flood, clothes, cosmetics, detergents, all this kind of stuff, right? Yeah, so apparently what happened is one of them received a Harry Potter outfit. That's right. Apparently when you're like in the flood, you do not get the letter from Hogwarts. No, you get a fucking Harry Potter outfit. I don't know. Maybe the magic helped. No floods anymore. At least not till next year. Avada Kedara and fucking water disappear or some shit. I don't know. It is kind of hilarious though, because someone was like sending the costumes, and it's like, well, I hope magic would help those people, and they send them the costume. But I don't know. Maybe someone lady told him like, get rid of the Harry Potter outfit. But this is how I get you. Yes, but I'm not into Harry Potter anymore. I mean, the Fortnite or Lord of the Rings or whatever. Actually, this is kind of hilarious because the person who sent the fucking costume, when asked about it, he was actually saying like people are too picky. Fucking the pettiness of this dude, man. Actually, it's hilarious. Oh, from other things, the people sent was a rusted shovel and broken pitchfork. Not even a spoon, a broken fucking pitchfork. Uh, well, I hope they're not eating soup, you know. Rest of them are kind of not funny. Curtains damaged by cigarette butts, stained tablecloths, and they kind of complain that some people use the events to clear out their garage. Ah, look, people, I wouldn't do it because I do not have a garage, but I kind of understand. Nah, just kidding, just kidding. Do not send a fucking Harry Potter outfit to people because it's kind of hilarious, though. Uh, Send them, like I don't know, Gilligan Island outfit or some shit. At least there is water there, or some kind of Aquaman outfit. Yeah, Aquaman outfit would be kind of ironic in the flood. Uh, you, know, you build a house in the place where there's a flood almost every year, but this time at least you are equipped with an Aquaman outfit. That's right. You can fight the water. The water listens to you. Therefore, you can fucking take a shower or some shit. That's right. And last part of the news. Actually, this is one of my favorites because it actually shows that we Polish people still got it. That's right. As I mentioned back in the days, Poland wasn't a very safe place to live. But now, it kind of changed. It's got safe, streets got cleaner. But apparently, what happened is someone stole a tank. That's right. Someone stole a tank, and it was a scrapyard, and there was a decorative tank without engine, which is kind of hilarious, right? Because they asked the owner of the scrapyard, right, and the guy wasn't even surprised. He was like, "Yeah, yeah, Polish people are kind of talented, especially with alcohol. That's Yeah, in the United States they have crackheads, they can steal everything, and in Poland we have alcoholics. If it is made out of metal and it's not fucking glued to the ground, we can steal it. That's right. And they're looking for a tank, though. The police is looking for a tank. Uh, some guy just like hid them in the bushes, and then you go in there trying to take a leak, and there's a tank. Yeah, I don't know. Also, the thing about this news is the guy, the guy, the guy's scrapyard got burned down, and he came 2 days later, and still he didn't. The owner didn't fucking notice that the tank is missing, and only the next day he realized, yo, something is wrong. Yo, hello, police. Someone stole my tank. Are you sure you're talking about tank? Yes, I'm talking about tank, T-55, straight from Soviet Union. There's Stalin masters inside. It is kind of hilarious. I did enjoy this fucking stealing of tank stuff. That's it. All right, people. So that was the first episode of News on the Spectrum. My name is Martin K. Well, I think I'm supposed to say like and subscribe, then do that. And if you have news from your country and you want me to read them, send it to email polishsolution14 gmail.com. It's also going to be listed in the description. And I will, of course, try to read your news from your country, which is also probably as hilarious as the Polish ones. All right, take care, people.